Thanks, guys. Today I'm here with Nick Queen and Glenn Burney, and we're going to talk about bottles. Have you ever been out in a yard or in a site and you find an old bottle? Well, today Nick Queen is going to talk to us about old bottles or antique bottles that you might find, or if you find, you can find out how and where it came from. Hi, Nick. Thanks for meeting with me today.
Good morning, Sarah. How are you?
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about how your antique bottle collection started?
Yes, I was actually out in the woods seeing if my dog was gun shy and found an old bottle, found it very interesting, kept it, did some research on it, and found that it was very old. And from there, I found that Baltimore Antique Bottle Club, which I joined. Over time, I became its president, which I've been president now for the last 5 years.
And if you can you tell me a little bit about um, where you find these? I mean, do you find them all over the county, all over the country?
For the most part, what I collect is Baltimore and Anne Arundel County bottles. I do a lot of research on where homes once were. I also just do a lot of legwork, get out in the woods and walk around. Maryland did not have organized trash pickup until the 1950s, so a lot of times trash was either dumped behind the house in the woods or it was taken to a small town dump, some of which still exist.
That's very interesting. Now, what types of bottles do you collect?
Mainly right now, it's milk bottles, beer bottles, medicine bottles, anything with really some embossing on it, which ties to Baltimore, or if it even says Baltimore.
What is the oldest bottle that you have?
Some of the oldest bottles I have date back pre-Civil War. In fact, those are not actually glass; they're made out of a crockery, kind of a stoneware, which are in the other room there.
Okay. Well, we'll take a look at those in a few minutes. Now, I noticed that there you have different colored bottles.
Yes.
And what is the differentiation between those bottles? Because I know you have blue, there's green, there's amber
Right.
color.
The blue bottles, which you see a lot of here, really that came from the Broma Seltzer Company out of Baltimore, and that became the standard for a lot of medical bottles. Was that cobalt blue? Beer bottles usually go through a couple different colorings. You have amber, you have clear, and you have aqua. Um, Amber and aqua, they tend to keep a lot of the sunlight out to keep the contents from going bad.
Very good. Well, we're going to go in the other room and let's see how many more he has. They're all over the place. So, Nick, can you tell me about this particular bottle?
Yeah, this is a standard beer bottle from Baltimore. You'll see its nice purple coloring. This pretty much dates the bottle pre 1914. Previous to that, we didn't have the technology to add certain things like manganese to the glass to keep it from coloring in the sun. Finding these is kind of hard because when people saw the glass turning purple, it was considered sick and it was broken. So to find one of these today is kind of a tough task.
I know you could talk about this for hours. What you all don't know is Nick is a local celebrity. He was on the Discovery Channel, and he had said that he's been dubbed over in German.
Yes, it's
And
been broadcast in several countries: uh, Canada, Australia, Germany, and the United Kingdom. What started out with a two-bottle hobby has turned into this.
Interesting, very interesting. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
And there's also a book, the Baltimore Bottle Book. Nick, how can you get this book and get some more information on it?
Absolutely. You can go online to BaltimoreAntiqueBottleClub.org, which is our club site, and you can get the book through us. And the book's about $30. So this is the most complete antique bottle book known. And this pretty much lists all milk bottles, beer bottles, perfume bottles, and medicine bottles known in the Baltimore and surrounding areas.
And do you have a website or a Facebook page also?
Yeah, it's BaltimoreAntiqueBottleClub.org. You can go online and find us. You can find out about our meetings. You can find out about the show that we put on. We also put on the world's largest antique bottle show once a year, which takes place at the Essex Community College.
Very good. Well, thanks for meeting with me today. And wow, this is a very interesting collection, and I'm sure that you have a lot of fun doing this.
This is a passion of mine. It's even led me to get a bottle tattoo on my leg.
And it's like a treasure hunt.
Absolutely. It's like a treasure hunt, but more than anything, it's an education through history, through the trash and the bottles that have been thrown away in the past. It shows us how we have lived as Marylanders over time.
Very cool. Well, back to you in the studio.